Hey guys, it's Mrs. Hooven, and I wanted to make a quick video to refresh your memory on how to find signposts as you do your Maniac McGee nightly reading homework. So let's take a quick look at this. All right, first of all, you know that every night you're going to have an assignment, a reading assignment in Maniac McGee. You're going to do two things each night. First, you're going to read the assigned chapters with a pencil in your hand. We're reading academically and we're noting things that we notice. Secondly, you're going to notice signposts specifically. So you'll need to find at least one signpost and record it each day in your packet. You will receive points each day in class for having this completed and having it completed thoroughly. So we want to make sure that you understand all the parts. If you need more information about reading academically, be sure to pause the video and read this paragraph. All right, we're going to talk now about the signposts. Your notes have already been set up to provide space to record your signposts one time each day. And really that's all you need is one signpost, but make sure it's a really quality one. As you read, choose a passage that stands out to you. You might be highlighting several passages as you read. And especially if you notice several signposts as you go, don't forget to use those cool green bookmarks to help you find signposts and keep them fresh in your mind. On the left-hand column, you're going to write the abbreviation for the signpost, the quote, and the page number it came from. Those three parts are what you need to include in the left-hand column. On the right-hand column, you're going to note the anchor question and then make an inference or your answer to that question based on what you've read and what you know in your mind. We're going to check these signposts every single day, and that's going to spur your conversation in your groups each day. So let's take a look at the first signpost. This is for chapters 1 through 3, and there's an example here from the short story we read called Thank You, Ma'am. We read this earlier in the year. So, first of all, we see the first part of what we need for our signpost. We need to have the abbreviation so we know which one it is. A CC stands for a contrast, a contradiction. Remember, if you take a look at the green bookmark, it tells you what the abbreviation is for each signpost. Then notice we have to have our passage from the reading. Now this is way more than just one sentence. It's really a paragraph or a short paragraph. Notice it also uses quotation marks because these are not our words. These are the words of Langston Hughes. Finally, we have to have the author's name at the end. We have to cite the source and give credit to the author. His last name was Langston Hughes, so we just use Hughes, we use a comma, and then we use the page number that we found it on. All of that goes in parentheses at the bottom of the left-hand side of our columns. On the right-hand side, we simply write the anchor question that goes along with our signpost. So we know that for contrast and contradiction, the anchor question is always, why is a character doing that? Here we have our inference then, our answer to that question. Okay, so now we have our 5 parts. We have the abbreviation for the signpost, we have the quote itself, we have the author's name, so our source has been cited, we have our anchor question, and then finally we have our inference to that question, our answer. The next day in class, you're going to be ready to share the passage that you found and then the question that you have. And then as a group, you'll see what your group comes up with to answer the same question that you came up with. Then you'll share your inference or the answer that you came up with. Don't forget, keep track of that bookmark, that green bookmark. Make sure your name is on it and use it as a resource for finding the signposts as you read. All right, that's it, guys. Good luck and enjoy reading Maniac McGee. Tonight, you're going to read chapters 1 through 3 and find one signpost. Make sure you have all 5 parts in your double entry journal.